Greetings from the Lambda Fortress team at Coaction. We're here today to discuss the future of Lambda Fortress. With the TF2 SDK update released, the trajectory of this mod has been majorly altered. So let's talk about it. The biggest change is that we have the potential to release on Steam legally. This was never something we thought would ever happen. It'll open up the opportunity for so many more players to experience the mod faster and simpler. The catch is that, in a way, we have to redo a lot of stuff, but on the bright side, a whole lot more is done for us now. Being on Steam also means we can have workshop support. We plan to launch LF with support for it on release, so you can add all the asset replacements and campaigns for anyone to play. Once we bring our stuff to the new Source SDK, we'll be completely free from the bloat and bugs of LFE. We'll be able to just focus on bringing over our improvements and finishing new ones. Previously, a majority of the work on the mod was focused on re-implementing modern TF2 features and fixing hundreds of bugs. Now we don't have to worry about those, since it's built off of live TF2. Many of the things that bloated Lambda Fortress Extended, like Halloween, are still here, but they're not buggy and intrusive anymore, so they can still stick around now for you guys to use in custom stuff. One of the biggest hurdles for us was re-implementing a lot of TF2 weapons. This is no longer an issue, as we have the code for every weapon now ready for use. The SDK also allows us to read from your Steam inventories, so we can let you guys use your skins, hats, named items, and all that jazz. In regards to weapons specifically though, we don't plan to allow for every weapon to be usable. Weapons with no practical use in Lambda Fortress, such as, for example, the Home Wrecker, Red Tape Recorder, and Razorback, will just be disabled by default. Previously, we would have rebalanced these weapons, but we'd rather preserve all existing weapon behavior from live TF2 and just add new weapons instead. We don't want to confuse players' muscle memory with these weapons. We also know that a lot of players might not want to see cosmetics and other flashy items, whether out of personal preference or just to increase FPS. We'll be adding individual options to disable cosmetics, weapon skins, unusuals, etc. We'll also be adding an option to force stock weapons only as well.
What's left to do?
We need to redo all of our maps. Not only did they previously use leaked VMFs, but they were 20-year-old leaked VMFs. And Half-Life 2 has received a ton of map fixes and improvements over time, especially after the anniversary update. We will try and copy over any of our fixes and additions we can, and finish the rest from scratch. We'll still try to ensure compatibility for various mod campaigns. Half-Life source support is still up in the air due to a decent chunk of its code not being public. It's something we'll look into more after release. Additionally, we will be overhauling various menus and adding quality of life features as already planned, like animations for holding the gravity gun or holding nothing. Even with major setbacks like having to redo all the maps, we think we're actually way closer to release than ever before. However, we still need more help to get this thing done. We need additional help with programming and mapping. We have a lot of code to rebase, and many improvements to add, and we need mappers to help fix up any issues with the maps and make sure everything works as intended. If you are experienced in programming and know how to rebase, or are experienced in mapping, please contact us on Discord. Thank you all for your continued support. We hope to see you soon. The future of Lambda Fortress has never been brighter.